Hello and welcome to my craft room. My name is Michelle Wells. I'm a Stampin' Up demonstrator from Tasmania, Australia. Welcome to another video today. I'm going to make this cute little pop-up card. So I had a swap that I did with all the team members in the group, and it's a team swap. So she made one of these. I'm not quite sure. I got them mixed up. So if the team member that's watching recognizes this is a card that they made, because I didn't have a name on it, but yeah. So I'm going to make this little one with you today, and very sweet little card. So we'll get started. I'll show you what I used. I used the Just Jade 2020 2022 in colours ribbon. So I've used that. I've used the matte black dots. I've used the Peaceful Moments, and I'm going to use Thinking of You because that's what I've got on the inside of this one. Thinking of You with all my heart. So I'm going to use that. And I'm also using the Painted Labels dies, and I use this one here for the gold trim that I've got around the outside, and I think that's all I used that one for. And I used the butterfly dies. They're called Brilliant Wings dies, and I cut out this one here, and I also used it's over there, and I can't run over there to get it, so but it cuts out this shape. So this shape here cuts out this one, and the other one cuts out the solid one, which is like behind. So that's what I use. So I've got all my pieces all pre-cut and ready to go. So here they are here. And the DSP, or the Designer Series paper, is out of the butterfly. I'll have a look. I've got it right beside me. That's called Butterfly Bijou or Bijou, and a lot of pretty colours in there. So I've used this a fair bit. So, but I don't know if you can purchase this one anymore. I think you've gotten to the end of this month to purchase that, but I could be wrong. But I will find out for you if you really want to know. So anyway, I'll pop that one aside, and like I said, I've got all my pieces. This piece here is 8 by 5.5, and I've scored it at 4. I've got another piece here that's going to go on the inside, and this piece is cut at 7.5 by 5.25. Then I've got a piece of DSP, and I'm using a different one to the one I've got on here, so I'm going to use this one today. So this one is cut at 3 3/4 by 5.25, so that'll just go on the inside there, on the top there. Then I've got to cut a piece of the gold out of that other piece. Pardon me. I've cut, because inside of this one I've got a leftover piece that I had, and I thought, well, that looked really cute there. So I've cut another, this is pieces that I had left over from another project that I was doing. So I thought, well, I cut it in half, and I'm not quite sure where I'm going to put those, if I'm going to put them in. I've got a butterfly this time. This one here is going to go on the inside. This one I'd already pre-stamped, but this one I cut out from the DSP. So we're going to use that one, and I've got my ribbon there. And I've cut the solid base, and I've actually glittered it up so it's all glittery. And then I've got my piece that cuts out like the detailed butterfly, so that's going to go on top of there. So alrighty, so I'm going to pop those aside, and to get started, what I'll do first is I'll work on this little mechanism here in the card, so to get your little corner fold here. So to do that, all you're going to do is you get another, I'll show you this piece here. So this piece here was cut. This was a rectangle. It was 2¼ by 3. So 2¼ by 3, and then all you do is pop it into a trimmer and like cut it in half to make 2 triangles. So sort of like they're different triangles, sort of, but they're triangles anyway. So and you could glue these in half, but I didn't want to glue them together. I glue them in half, glue them together to make them sturdy, but this is going to be my template. So, but I thought, well, I'd show you how I did that. So we're only going to use the one of them. And all you do is you pop that up to there, and then once you get it to where you want it, hold it down and then grab a pencil and just give a little tiny little like little mark on the inside of your, like either at each point, so the end of that one to the end of that one, and then I don't need them anymore. So I'm going to grab my my trimmer, and I'm just going to do some scoring. I'm not going to cut, so I'm just going to turn that up. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pop that on, so that's going to go on one end of the line, and it's going to go, so I'm lining up the little the dots that I made, lining it up with my on my scoring blade there. So I'm going to get my cutting one out of the way, and I'm just going to make sure that they're lined up, and hopefully you can see that. I'm just going to bring that up a little bit just in case, and I'm just going to score that, go back and forwards, and just give it a good score, and so it goes through, and which it does. So I'm just going to grab that out of the way and pop that back over there. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to open up the card, and if you want to, you can rub out those little lines, but you're not going to really see them on the inside of the card anyway. So what you're going to do is you're going to open up your card, and you're sort of going to like force those little creases to go forward. So you're sort of going to make them go forward, and then make that one go forward and that one bend, so you'll see how they're coming. And once that happens, then you can just like gently, and that's easy, once it starts coming together like that, make sure that they're all lined up, and then you give it a good crease. So I like to get my bone folder and just give it a good crease up and down. So there you go, there is your little corner fold, and it's pretty straightforward. But before you glue that in, I like to stamp my image at my, and I'm stamping thinking of you with all my heart. So I'm going to do this one in Just Jade. So I'm just going to grab my Just Jade, and I'm going to ink that up, and then I'm just going to line my little line it up so I know that I've got that straight, and then I'm just going to eyeball it because I want it to be down the bottom here. So I'm just going to stamp it there, and very good. So I'm going to get rid of that, pop that one back up in there. So I'm just going to let that sit there and let it dry for a minute. So, and while that's drying, I'm just going to grab my glue, and I'm going to glue this to the top of my base of my, up to the top of my card. So I'm just popping a bit of glue there, and I'm just going to give it a nice little bit of a border all the way around. And I just love this paper, it's so gorgeous. So it's just pity that they you can only get it at get it while it's a limited edition. So, but it's very pretty. So I should have got myself another pack. But anyway, so once that's done there, I'm going to open up my card and I'm just going to close this one. I'm hoping that's all dry by now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to close it up, and this is going to go on the inside, but I sort of want it to go sort of closer to my line here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to flip that over. I'm going to put some glue just around that card there, and a bit more down there. And then I'm just going to grab that one, and I'm going to try to do this without getting glue all over the place. And I'm just going to line that up, and it's good because it gives it, so I'm sort of lining it up so it's got an even border all the way around. And once that's done, give it a good crease down, and the next part's really easy. And if you wanted to, you could I don't know if these would fit down in there. No, they're a bit too big, so maybe that they could go in there, but it's upside down, so you could put some here if you like, but I think it's the wrong way around because that one is that side. But if I go that way, would that work? No, they're still upside down for what I'm, but that's okay. So, but you could put some paper there, but I don't really want to. So what I'm going to do now is the easy part is just put some glue on this piece here, and then you just fold this piece down and give it a good press, and then you've got the magic of your little fun fold. So, and it's that quick, it doesn't take long to do it all. So I'm just going to give that little bit down there, and there you have your little card. So it's cute, isn't it? So, and I think this one here I was a little bit too come down a bit further there, but this one's a little bit smaller, this one. So alrighty, so I'm going to decorate. Actually, I might decorate the inside first, and I'm thinking about putting a little piece of this up here. I think I quite like that there. So I'm just going to stick this little piece, and to do this piece is you just get a same size piece or a little bit bigger and make a triangle shape, just like I did with the template for the other piece. And I think it just gives it a bit more like colour inside. So you don't have to put that piece there, but I quite like that one there. And I was thinking, I don't know if I was thinking of putting another piece up in there, but I think that's just enough anyway. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to pop this butterfly here, and I'm just going to stick him about there, and I'm just going to eyeball that and just hold that and make sure that he yeah, and he does. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pop some glue. Okay, come on you. Pop some glue just on this little part here, because I don't want the other side to, and I'm just going to pop him about there, because I want him to sit when you open him up. It looks like he's coming from there, and then he slides back in there. So I'm just going to give that a little crease, and there you go. You've got your little butterfly coming up. And if you wanted to, you could have glued that little bit there in, and it had his wings, but I quite like that. So that's that part. So now we're going to pop all these little bits and pieces onto the top. So what I'm going to do first is, I think I did, just have a look at that one as a guide. I did. So I'm going to pop this one down first. I'm just going to glue this piece here. I'm going to glue him down sort of about there. So, and make sure he's in the center, and he is. And then I'm going to grab my little back, and I've already done some pre-stamping on this one, but that's okay. And I'm going to grab some tear tape, and if I can find mine. Okay, I can't find it. Actually, there it is there. And all I'm going to do is pop a little bit of my tear tape just along the bottom of there, and I'm going to pop another piece along the bottom there as well, and then I'm going to take the sticky off the back of that. Then I'm going to grab my ribbon, and I'm just going to fold it down like that, and I quite like how it goes like that. And then I'm just going to grab my butterfly. Okay, come on. And then I'm just going to stick him on to there, and then that sort of holds that down there. And then I'm just going to grab another piece, just for I just like to do this just in case it so it doesn't come off. And then that's ready to stick on to our piece here. So I'm going to do that one with dimensionals. So I'm just going to grab, I did have my dimensionals there. So I'm going to grab my big dimensionals, and I'm just going to stick like one there. Hopefully I'm in view here. Keep slipping down. I'm going to put one there and one there and one about there. And I'm just going to take the backings off those. And okay, come on. You can do it. Okay. And the other one I just stuck down, but this one I wanted to pop up on dimensionals to give it a bit more of a dimension. And then I'm going to grab my card, and I'm just going to work out where I want to stick that. So I like it about there. And then I'm going to grab my little butterfly here, and I actually glittered this. I used some of the, oh, I can't think what it's called. I used some of, if I can find it, I got some rubbing alcohol, and I used a champagne mist, and I put it into a bottle, and I shook it up, and then I just sprayed the butterfly and the base of the butterfly. You can't really see it. I don't know if you can see it, but it's really glittery. So, and that's how I got the glitter. So, and then I'm just going to stick that. I'm going to eyeball it, and hopefully I get it straight. And I've just glued on the inside of that little part there, because I want my wings to fold up. So, and that is my my butterfly, and all I've got to do now to finish this card off is use some of the gorgeous, oh, sorry about that, I just dropped my control on the floor. I'm going to use some of the matte black dots, and I use 2 of those to, if I can find my take your pick tool. I have 2 of these. I've got one with my little brush and a different end on it. So I'm going to grab one of the little ones, and I'm just going to pop him about there. Then I'm going to grab one of the bigger ones, and I'm just going to pop him underneath. So there you go. That sort of ties off that card. And so which one do you prefer? I think that's all I had to do, and they come together quite quick. So I'm just going to give that one just a little crease down. So that's the one that I made today with you, and that's the butterfly on in the inside of that one. And you can see how quickly they come together, and that's the one that I made the other day. So and that one I just used the stamped image, like just stamped it and cut it out. So, but yeah, 2 completely different cards. So fold them down. So there you go. What do you think? Which one do you prefer? The yellow or the magenta madness? So yeah, very cute. So but yeah, 2 cute little cards. And yeah, so if you like anything that you see today, I'll have all the links below this video to where you can purchase any of the items, or if you want to ask any questions, I'll have an email address there as well, or I'll have details where you can contact me through my business page. So but yeah, 2 cute little pop-up cards, and I know I'm going to be sending one of these off to somebody. So but anyway, thanks for joining me, and until next time, I'll see you later. Alrighty then, bye for now.